I want to wish the wrestlers, the swimmers, the basketball, any of that basketball players? Okay, one? Okay. Dancers. Who else? Hockey. Who else? Winter running club guys and gals. I wish you the best forensic. Okay, I'm Deco. I wish you the best of luck. Take what you learned. Stop it. Take what you learned from this sport, and it's not cross-country specific. Take what you learned, move forward, affect the lives that you're involved in now in this organization, move those programs forward, and better yourself, and better those teams, and better the school. I applaud you all. I got 6 of them saying.
Well, a lot of you don't know this, but like before every race, right before the teapot, I'd usually say something to the guys to try and get them motivated. They're like the one I said at sectionals, but principal and superintendent are here, so.
I don't hear it. I don't hear it.
No kidding. We don't know.
And, well, they'd always on the bus ride be like, so you got your little speech ready? And I'd be like, no. I always thought of what I was going to say during the 1 minute, and I knew I wanted to say some stuff tonight, but kind of thought I'd go with the same thing. Hope it turned out all right. So I'm just going to kind of go in the order that I put this stuff in the bag. Start with the coaches. Coach Birch isn't here, but he was kind of the wise man of the team that would always have good advice on life lessons and things to do outside of running to help us all. I get the great opportunity of having my mom be a teacher, so he got to visit her a lot, and I got to hear a lot of crap about. One time, I heard that I wasn't allowed to leave the house for the next 2 weeks, so I'd be ready for sectionals. Yeah, lots of stuff that my mom pretty much heard everything that happened in practice, which was great. And he was just always there with all kinds of words of wisdom and supportive and just ready to give you advice. So I guess Coach Birch isn't here, but we've got some letters and stuff for him too. Morning, Wood. To coach a bunch of high schoolers with the last name of Wood. Just right there, I don't know why he went into anything with someone.
I don't either.
But he was always ready to make us laugh, and whether it was something he said or something we said about him. There was all the coaches. It was always like there was things you could talk to them about anything, and with him it was sometimes more than we'd want to talk about, but he'd bring it up anyways. He was the coach that always made practice fun and was really easy to get out of doing stuff with, because you could start a conversation with him and he'd just kind of talk to you. And you'd be like, well, time to go. But he was also, a lot of you probably never got to know him, but I'm sure you learned about him if you were at any of the races, because he was always the loudest one out there cheering. You could hear him from hundreds of meters out already cheering for you and screaming. So, Coach Wood, thanks for everything. It's been great. Mally, he's so many people say it that I don't think it kind of loses its touch and its power, but I gotta say he's the greatest coach and mentor in the school district. He's so much more than a coach. He's a great friend, a mentor, everything. He's just willing to put so much into the program. And like, all the things that he says, he takes beyond just the sport. So many lessons and things that he's told us that you can take further, like finding your green. I've been able to take past, in a race, shaking out your arms and getting going again, but if you have a bad test in a class, leaving that class, shaking out your arms, finding your green, knowing it's over, you can just restart your day and go back at it. Just, I don't know, there's so many things that he said that's really helped me out. helped me work ethic, all kinds of stuff. He's just been great. And the one thing that had always stuck with me from freshman year is I came in as a freshman. My first 5K, I ran a 23:30, like pretty much dead last on the team. And I remember all those long runs. Mally would start with the last person, up to the first person, and back to the last person, talking to every single runner. And I don't think there's many coaches that can be that way, that say they genuinely give equal effort, no matter your skill level. And I think just that shows dedication, that he cares more than his scores in competitions. He genuinely cares about you individually as a runner. So, yeah. Then, I guess the girls in general take a lot of crap from all of us. And, well, Josie, your skirt, you must have left this at my house one night. Here's this. But, girls, thank you for putting up with us all 4 years. It's been fun. I've got my spikes here. Well, I guess this year they weren't spikes. I kind of ordered them, and they got here and were like, oh, there's no spikes. And I'm like, oh, we'll try it, see how it turns out. And we ended up liking them. But Mally was talking about Lewis earlier, and he has put so much dedication. It's been ridiculous. Always there, working hard, making some very interesting comments about. And Lewis, I'd like you to have these. I think they'll look great on you next year up there with varsity. Alright, this is just kind of a hat I got at Goodwill one day, and ended up wearing it my sophomore year at Onalaska for the first time, and it was really hot, but I thought this would look cool, so I was like sweating under it all day. Anyhow, I ended up wearing it to every race that I remembered to text my mom because I forgot it and she'd bring it for me. So every race that she could find it, I wore it. And Isaac, I'd like you to have this. I thought you'd look pretty cool in it. I just kind of had to say something. I talked more about it at the bonfire, but I passed Beatrix down to Jake this year. All year he was really positive. Anytime I didn't have something to say to get the team motivated, he'd step up and have something to say that was great. And he was overall positive all year. And I know he'll do great leading this year, and I've got Beatrix's sweatshirt for you. Now we talked about David Troutman being there all the time, even though he was injured. And believe it or not, although we do all those long runs where we're goofing around a lot and talking, sometimes we do have a hard workout where we work pretty hard, actually, once in a while. You know, it's always great during the races where we have all of you guys here cheering us on. But when we have the workouts where we're going the same pace in the back of the high school where there's nobody back there, it's great to have a guy like David Troutman there to cheer for us and keep us motivated. And he came up with this nice nickname. He was always there to support us. Goodwill. going around. Never happened, and I got some looks when I was. Alright, Mally was talking about Rob's phone and the music he'd play. And there was this one Middle Eastern music that I was completely random. And he got this thing of like wrapping shirts around his head and listening to this music, and I couldn't think of anything, but I found this book, Treasures of Islam. Well, Rob, I really hope you enjoy this, because you seem to be into that. Another quite hefty book, and pretty thick, but I wouldn't be surprised if this guy read it all. And I think you'll know as soon as I say American Democracy in Theory and Practice. I said I'm going to Andrew Carlson. The one guy on the team that would read it, and the one guy on the team that I hope could ever have a chance of becoming the president. I'd say stands a pretty good chance. Valley's gonna kill me for this one. Sawyer Valley is in a rock band, and you know, he's got the long hair and the tight pants and whatnot, and we give him a lot of crap, so I had to finish it out. I got black nail polish and Ranger blade. This year, we had quite the tendency on all our long runs to come back much faster than we went out. Which, being the team captain, I was supposed to be like, yeah, let's work hard and stuff, but I was usually like, come on guys, this is not fun. And it tended to be Josh that was up there cruising back. So, I'm not sure if I should give this to one of the other seniors or Josh, but Josh, I got you a choke collar. Oh, wait. I'm good. This is really interesting individual, and to go along with that show collar, he just made a lot of stories for the team, and worked really hard. There's something. So, I know a lot of you don't get this, and I can't explain it, but a lot of you know. Oh, Wood gets this too. I got some chapstick. Hey, no, that's not really the bad part of this. Don't
look at me. I have no idea.
I wish I could have something for all of you, but I only have so much time at Goodwill. It's been a great year. This has been my favorite part of all high school, for sure. It goes by way too fast, and I know all the other 3 years that I sat there and listened to the seniors, they said it goes by too fast, and all I could think of, like, my sophomore year, oh my gosh, we're running again. And by your senior year, it just flies by. So enjoy it while you can. Have a good next year, however many you have left. Take it in stride. Have a good one, guys.